Austin usually has gotten looked over in regards to any type of planning that goes forth on the city level or the state level or federal level. And it left a lot of organizations having to kind of be to their own devices on how they could approach helping this community.
In a very short time, I noticed that there were many good organizations in Austin, but they were all operating independently in their own little silos, in their own little corners.
The biggest part of our work is getting these organizations together, helping them with their planning, helping them talk to one another in ways they haven't done before, meaningful collaborations that can get the work done that's necessary to move this community forward.
When I first got into business, there was nothing in place to support family child care businesses.
We've introduced Ruth to a number of professors and professional development trainers to work with her providers.
We've been able to convene with several organizations around early childhood, being universities, health organizations, people and organizations that are concerned about early childhood.
Everyone feels as if in order to turn things around, in order to ensure that we can start seeding into the future, that we need to start with young children, because it's believed that if they're not where they need to be by 3rd grade, then chances are they're gonna struggle for most of their life.
That's why it's so important that we really get organized at the community level to ensure that families and their young children really have access to quality child care.
There is a lack of programs that are effective for youth. There's a disconnect there between them feeling a part of the society, them a part of their community.
That's where we're really working with organizations to really try to bring supports to young adults to be able to help them to be more prepared.
Using their network and their affiliations with universities, I've been able to get a lot of the things that I need so that I can clearly define my program to make my program better. It opens up so many doors that I have so many more connections that when I think about it, I didn't have before becoming involved with Austin Come Together.
In a relatively short amount of time, the West Side lost thousands of jobs. So we really worked with a variety of community and labor organizations. Part of it was really working with Austin Come Together. It's like, who are the other bridge program providers? Like, who is doing the training around math and reading? Maybe we should really reach out to them proactively and see if, hey, let's create a network where we can be more coordinated.
Talking to each other, learning from each other, learning what the other program does really well, what they're having issues on, and they've been able to work together on a few initiatives really well and share some best practices with each other. So when we talk about the built environment, we mean really anything that's been constructed. Housing, stores, basic infrastructure in the neighborhood. And so where we've started in the built environment is with housing.
The city started a program, it's called the Micro Market Recovery Program. That program was really designed to stabilizing blocks that were hardest hit after the housing bubble burst. As ACT, we started to convene different organizations that had an interest in either doing housing counseling or foreclosure prevention for existing residents that potentially could lose their homes, and then also bringing in developers and other entities that were interested in coming up with different types of loan products and making it easier for existing neighbors and other stakeholders that might want to start help repairing and redeveloping this neighborhood.
Every community needs an organization like Austin coming together.
We've been able to do what other communities have not been able to do, and that is to bring several organizations together and work toward common vision and missions.
That's what ACT is all about, figuring out how to make the best use of resource in order to help those organizations do the work that's necessary.
An investment in Austin Come Together will result in additional investments and support giving to the real change makers in the community.
You need consensus, and that's what Austin Come Together really focuses on. It focuses on Austin coming together.